In 2025, I finally hit my emergency fund goal. 3 months of essential spending. I actually ended up with a little over 3 months, which was a super proud moment for me. I reached this goal around June 2025 after years, yes, you heard that correctly, years of contributing to that fund. And honestly, I think the reason why it took me so long was because I was doing my emergency fund all wrong in the beginning. Every time I got closer to my goal, I would dip into my emergency fund for something that, you guessed it, was not an emergency. If everything unexpected comes from your emergency fund, it'll never feel big enough. So in today's video, we're talking about emergency funds and sinking funds and how they actually complement each other in a good money system. If you're new here, hi, I'm Brianne. I'm a CPA and I love talking about being intentional with your money and building good money systems. Contrary to popular belief, most people don't actually struggle with saving itself. And if you talk to a lot of people, they may actually tell you that they regularly put money aside for a rainy day. Where things start to get a little bit tricky is actually keeping that money there. They struggle with properly categorizing their savings. A lot of people use their rainy day fund before the rain even happens. And sure, you can argue that you had to dip into your emergency fund because you didn't have the money anywhere else. And I'd also tell you that I'd rather you do that than put yourself in debt by swiping your credit card instead. But I can also argue that the expense likely wasn't an actual emergency. For example, a new car battery. Is it needed? Yes. Is it inconvenient? Absolutely. Is it unplanned sometimes? Sure. But is it really unexpected? Probably not. It's a normal maintenance cost that comes with owning a car. And before I go further, I do want to acknowledge this. Being able to save money in this economy is a privilege. This video isn't about judging anyone that genuinely can't save right now. This video actually isn't about judging at all. It's for people who can save but feel like their emergency fund is constantly being drained. When everything is treated like an emergency, nothing feels secure. An emergency fund is specifically for income draining events. Things like job loss or major medical issues. True emergencies. These are things that can genuinely threaten your ability to function day to day. It's not for expenses that happen every year. And I used to be one of those people that would complain and say every time I built my emergency fund up, an emergency pops up. But when I really look back at it, most of the times, those weren't actually emergencies. They were just unexpected, annoying expenses. Things that happen every year or every couple years, I just forgot to plan for it. And that's where sinking funds come in. Sinking funds are for predictable, irregular expenses. Things like car maintenance, travel, insurance, home repairs, or annual subscriptions. A sinking fund gives those expenses a place to live before they actually happen. And it stops known expenses from becoming an emergency. So if you're constantly pulling from your emergency fund for things that you knew were coming, your system might just need a little rejigging. So the next question you're probably asking is, how do I size these funds? For your emergency fund, start with your monthly essentials. These are unavoidable expenses that you would still have to cover even if you were to lose your income. Then decide how many months feel right for your life. Some people feel comfortable with 3 months, others need 6. Both are valid. But honestly, if you're just starting out, aim for 1,000 and build from there, because most people don't even have that. For sinking funds, look at last year's spending. What did you spend money on last year that you know for a fact is going to come up again this year? Insurance renewals, annual subscriptions, an annual family vacation, or maybe you know something in your home will need some repairs this year. Take that total cost, divide it by the number of months until you need it, and spread that amount out monthly. You don't necessarily need more money, you need clearer buckets. And once your emergency fund is protected, everything gets a little bit easier. And here's the best part about fully funding your emergency fund. The money that used to go there is now free. You get to choose where it goes next, like investing or other long-term goals. But we'll talk about that a little bit more later. I hope this video was helpful. If you have questions, drop them in the comments or let me know what you'd like me to talk about next. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.